Please stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Today is January 19th, 2023. This is the Environmental Board. We have an agenda that we're going to follow. There's one item on the agenda tonight. Roy King, 29 Tyler Court, install a floating dock. Please come to the podium, please. Okay, so last time you were here, we asked you to modify the map to show where the dock was going to be located, a floating dock, and you showed where the concrete walls were on for the drainage, and you show the location of the dock. Okay, so. Again, after last meeting, we spoke about this. So there are going to be a few conditions associated with the, have you made any changes to the plans as shown, previously submitted? So the dock is going to be assembled above, in your backyard somewhere outside the buffer, correct?
Yes,
And then hand carried down,
yes,
and then installed on the lake?
yes.
Okay. There's gonna be a couple of conditions. What's the width of your property down at that area?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's about 400 feet wide?
Could be. Didn't look and really pay attention to that.
Yeah, let me borrow your pen for a minute.
It's scaled.
Yeah, I see.
That is to scale.
I know, I'll check this. Look at this.
I need a ruler. That's what I need.
No. It's an old trick. It's an old trick, high tech. That's 100. So this is 100, 200. It's about 300 foot wide, okay? So we have no issue granting a letter of permission for the installation of the floating dock. However, before I make the motion, there's gonna be some conditions. One,
Before you make that motion, do you mind if I just go through the
Sure, go ahead.
items that we had here, make sure they're all covered from last time? Scaled drawing, 100-foot buffer.
got it,
Location of the dock in relation
Got
to
it.
the concrete structure that's on the property. Perfect. Hand carry down, note about that. Remove, a
Just the
note
wetlands.
indicating that it will be removed in and out at the end of season.
that's typically not done on any other,
Sure.
I checked on that.
Just a note on here that I had, and then the last one, note that it is not permitted to be more than 25 foot offshore,
Off the shoreline.
off the shoreline. Looks like it's 20
20.
feet, is that right?
The dock's 20 feet.
Okay.
So it's gonna be right on the shoreline, tree, all right, so the conditions will be as follows, okay? At the 100-foot buffer, you need to purchase, every 50 feet, you have to install wetland signs.
Okay,
You have to purchase them from Rose. Install wetland signs. This way we can depict where the wetland starts, where the wetland ends, okay? So from the shoreline back to the 100-foot setback, along the 100-foot setback, if you want to go 110, I'm fine with that too. Two, no cars can go down to this area, all right? No cars or automotive.
I am allowed to do a lawnmower though.
Yeah, lawnmower's
Okay.
fine, but no cars can drive down there. If you have to cut the lawn, you have to cut the lawn. Automotive vehicles to be allowed And this goes from your house down to the lake. There cannot be, there's no access by vehicle. You can walk over that area, you can cut the grass, you can, whatever you have to do to the grass, you can, to be allowed in buffer area. And then when you have the signs installed, you have to call the wetlands inspector to inspect, okay? And then no cars or automotive vehicles to be allowed in the buffer area. And so that's it. So, are there any other questions from the board?
I don't have any myself.
Anybody?
No question.
Okay. So with that, I'd like to make a motion to grant a letter of permission to install one 8-by-20-foot dock with the following conditions. One, at the 100-foot buffer, every 50 feet across, install wetland signs, and he has to call the wetland inspector upon completion to inspect them. And two, no cars or automotive vehicles are to be allowed in the buffer area, and the dock has to be hand carried in. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What?
That's who's video.
Are there any opposed? No. Okay. All right, so see Rose on Monday, and you'll get your permit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys received the communication?
Yeah, I received all of them.
The one that's, yeah.
I even got the one from the lawyer. Okay, I spoke to our lawyer, and if you want to file an Article 78, that's up to you. Okay? As we discussed last week, it's a dock. It's not, he's not violating the wetlands property, he's not crossing over, he's not building on it, he's walking across it to install a dock. It's a lake. So, all right? Can I have the stuff back? Okay, with that, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Do we have minutes?
No minutes.
Okay.
Do I have a motion to
I'll
adjourn the
make
meeting?
that motion.
I'll second.
Adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.